Okay, so I saw the design of my team, and so I have tried to recreate it in Kerbal Space Program. So here we have got the glider with an egg inside. Well, it's not an egg, but it's a fuel tank, but it represents an egg. So just it's in there. I will just put it in the center, just so that you know it's not that the results are not caused due to the egg not being in the center. Okay, so now I'm gonna test this. Now I'm first gonna test this if we don't have any remote control. And then I'm gonna test it if we have remote control and reaction wheels. So no remote control. Now, you can tell me that that was a good result because the egg survived, but if we like this, well, the highest altitude was 124 meters, and this is all scaled up, so that would be like, I don't know, a couple of centimeters or inches, so that wasn't good. Now I'm gonna do this if we have remote control and we put some very advanced electronics to control this, some reaction wheels. Then, okay. Okay, that didn't go well too. And now I'm gonna show the design that I thought of, because I simply thought, why do we have to do this strange and complex design when we can just put this here, take away this, take away all of these, then we're gonna have to put a parachute, because in that I didn't do that because the test showed me that it doesn't work, so I didn't bother putting a parachute. Then you can just put some fins. 3 should be enough. And I'm gonna put some air brakes because, and the reason why I'm putting air brakes is because they are pretty easy to do. We're just gonna have things with hinges which just deploy when we are going down. That is gonna be easy to do. Plus, we are not gonna be going to hundreds of kilometers, so these are not really important. So, let's see how well this design does. This is the first design that I thought of when I saw that slide. That's Amanda sent me. Now, no remote control, except for the parachute and the air brakes, because in this simulator you have to control them. So as you can see, we are already much over what the maximum of before. We are at 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers, 4 kilometers, 5 kilometers, 6 kilometers, 7 kilometers, 8 kilometers, 9 kilometers, 10 kilometers, 11 kilometers, 12 kilometers, 13 kilometers, 14 kilometers, 15 kilometers, 16 kilometers, 17, 18, 19, 20 kilometers, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40 kilometers, 31 kilometers. Okay, I can't. Okay, we are at 60 kilometers. We are at 70 kilometers. Now, at our apoapsis, we are at 231 kilometers. Prepare for re-entry. Oh, and just in this simulator, air brakes are not heat resistant for re-entry. Now, no control. I have no remote control. So as you can see, it flipped over, and yeah, that's not really important. So now, as you can see here, I have no probe control because I put a probe core so that you can see this. So I have no control, no matter what I do, because I have no electric charge. Okay, I don't know why, but okay. Now let's see if our egg survived. Yes, our egg survived, and we went just a couple of thousand meters higher. We went at 231 kilometers, 804 meters, 100,804 meters of height. That is a lot. Then we can just recover this. I think that would be a couple of miles, at least 1 mile. But okay, you can say that lasted 3 days. It's not between 40 and 43 seconds. But remember, we were going at more than 200,000 meters. So you have to remember that takes a long time because you have to get back down. Okay, so now I am gonna explain why this design doesn't work. The yellow sphere is where the center of mass or the center of weight. So the mass is, if you take the average of everything that is, it is here. Then the center of aerodynamics overlay, aerodynamic pressure, these are the wings of the glider. So this is pushing in that direction, and well, if you aren't convinced, just at least put this. Then also the purple one is the center of thrust. So if you look, the center of thrust will be making like this, but the center of mass is here. Center of thrust would be about here if it be the same altitude. So that applies at walk, making it spin, and then it's always a constant walk, so it makes it spin faster and faster and faster. Now, I want to make an assumption, okay? Let's make the assumption that you decide that I was right and it was a good idea. It's a good idea to do like I said, but you decide to still not do this perfectly like I say, and so you put a glider on top like this. Okay, no screen obviously. I just have to put some batteries and some reaction wheels, or in other words, very advanced electronics. because, well, if we are trying to land this, you are gonna have problems, okay? So I'm first gonna do without landing gear, landing legs or whatever for landing, and no probe control, then with probe control, and then finally just something to make this recoverable. So I have without probe control, okay? Well, I mean that still happens because there's the tiny tail fin. So in reality, you should put 2 of them. I'm sorry, 2 like this. I have to put 2 of them. Otherwise, well, you have problems with the center of mass again. No SAS. I want to check for SAS, but no SAS or stability assist system. So that is just the aerodynamics of this shape, really. There's really nothing to say. I'm not gonna make it complete because you can just know that that egg is not gonna survive. Now, with stability assist system in my control, I am a pretty good pilot, by the way. Okay, so we have to go like this, and it's not easy. It's very hard. Okay, no. Okay. Okay, you can say again that the egg survived, and so that kind of worked, but no. Okay, now I'm gonna switch it out for a liquid fueled engine with gimbal. Just gonna do this because why not? So now I'm going with liquid fuel engine, and I am also now I'm just gonna put 1 of these, because we have to land, right? Then landing gear with the wheels may be hard to do, so I'm gonna make kind of like some skis, and I hope that would work. So I'm just gonna make kind of like, I'm just gonna put some skis, I guess. Lots and lots of these. I think, yes, that is for sure enough of these. Now I'm gonna put these also here, and just remember, I'm just gonna this. Okay, these are held by this piece of metal. Okay, let's see how this performs now. You saw how my design works. Now, there are a lot of things you may say about this design. This is not a model rocket simulator. But you don't just, it doesn't have to be named model rocket simulator to be, okay. So it is always difficult to fly, and I'm just gonna decouple this because it's too hard to fly. And okay, these okay, this is not easy to fly at all. Okay, no. Okay, you can say it again. The egg survived. I'm just gonna add some reaction wheels. So here. So I'm trying, and I really am, and I'm gonna put some liquid fuel engines here to somehow make this work. Okay, as you can see, we are already going on liquid fuel engines, and we are not gonna be using liquid fuel engines, and I'm just saying that. And I have no doubt about that. You should never start with liquid fuels that are so much more dangerous. So here we have our rocket in all of its fantasy, I would say. Okay, and so here I have put some engines. These are egg-powered engines, really, but I got the idea. Okay. So let's say that we have been able to do a better rocket. So this is gliding pretty fast now. The engines have run out of egg power. I should be able to fly this better. So now let's see if our skis work. That worked. But okay, I'm gonna try again just to make sure. But also remember, this is not how things work. Okay, this in theory works. In reality, this doesn't work. Very probably this wouldn't work in reality. So I'm gonna go high up at about 1 mile of altitude. Okay, not 1 mile for sure. So, okay, that is more than a mile high. Okay, now I'm gonna activate my engines going downward. Too much downward power. So now I'm gonna. Okay, it's going a bit too fast. A bit too fast, but now. No, oh no. Okay. That wasn't a good landing. Okay. But it survived the egg. Okay, but also remember, I always was controlling this. This is not how things would behave. That is for sure. This would not work like this. Plus, these are the cheats I have. So I cheated the physics to make this work. But I have tried them all before. The one that I had designed, well, that worked without cheats too. Plus, really, those cheats were only because the probes would run out of power, or the probes would overheat, the probe cores. So the cheats were on, but it didn't change really the physics. So here we have got this. Oh, and by the way, this egg is empty now. I used all of its internal power for the engines, and so. Oh, and the engines also exploded. So this doesn't. The egg is not an egg anymore. So that would not be valid because we did not take a full egg back. We just took the shell of the egg back.